Okay, this is nice looking watch. Let's take a closer look. Orfeo. Any experts watching? Let me know in the comments if that's something valuable.
French. I think it does go actually. About 20.
Well, Lady Seller is saying it's
Not sure
Oh, it does.
French,
right.
so
Yeah, it does go. I have looked it up. Should set it, shouldn't I? 9. Have you got it on your phone?
yeah, guys, it's a nice looking watch, but I'm really not an expert, so I'm not sure if that's something valuable,
No,
which
it
I
is,
should
yeah.
pick it up. In case if I should,
Clean.
do let me know in the comments.
It's a nice piece.
Yeah, I agree, it's a nice piece, but I really don't know much about it. So I guess I'll skip it this time. Import tax only on Ray-Bans, yeah? Nice. Let's see if anything precious over here. Westminster Jewelry.
Guaranteed, every night. And
I just wonder if that's a real pearl or no.
Yodel, fucking castle, where the curios just leave them in the fucking basement.
Does look beautiful, what do you say?
Lift and take them to the door.
Got some retro electronics over here. Old radios. And audio players, yeah?
Let's see what cards. Put them in a thing, and they'll stand there in the bar, and the man can go, look, oh God, I have
But I've actually got a couple of them framed because my first car was a Saab 96. And in the
I do
series
think
one
these
rally
soldiers,
cars,
they're like
there were two
book
cars
holders?
with Saab 96s on, one 2-stroke, one V4. So
one from one side and second one from another.
head of the curve.
And like you're placing the books in between. Speaking of books, negotiation tactics. That's definitely something you should read if you like flea markets and car boot sales. Okay, Nintendo games definitely worth checking, as there might be some expensive ones. Mystery stories. Yeah, seller is saying she did look them up in the internet already and they're not very valuable, so... Okay, very cheeky from her, but can't blame her. A Nightmare on an Elm Street. Ooh. And 30 pounds for it. It does look like somebody just handmade it. It's not like from the actual movie or something. A bit of pottery here. Beautiful ship. And here we have some motorbike enthusiasts, I believe, because like everything is related. And by the way, let me know in the comments from which cartoon is this lady and what's her name, if you know, of course.
and he said to me, and he said, oh,
Let's check if there is actually some old school watching my videos. A pan full of pocket knives. Alright, here we have an album of old postcards. They do look more like photos, to be honest. I do have a guide on collecting postcards, so maybe worth going through it and understand which ones are valuable and make some profit of it. Why not? Quite few old books. Station Master. Some old trains over here as well. Old fishing reels. By the way, old fishing reels, there are some valuable ones that go like 500 plus. But again, you need to understand before you buy, to make sure you profit, not lose your money. This seller over here has quite few interesting bits and pieces, don't you say so? Some gun posters here. As you know, guys, I'm collecting old vintage lighters, so that's what at the moment I'm trying to spot here. As the seller has quite few small bits and pieces, so usually on stalls like that you can find some. A small samurai sword. Okay, he does have few lighters, but that's more like novelty lighters, that's like 80s. There are people collecting them as well, but I'm collecting more like 50s, 40s, 60s. The solid ones, like not the plastic. As they do look cheap and I don't think there's any value in them. Oh, I'm sure that's from the Star Wars. If I'm right, Anakin Skywalker was driving that one. Let me know in the comments if I'm wrong. And here we have everything for 50 pence. 50p boxes. Mainly books and old CDs. And that's a huge plate. Cathedral of Canterbury.
See you later.
Superman and Batman are relaxing here, by the looks of it. That's a nice looking wall clock, but because I do have an order from one of my subscribers to find a nice looking wall clock, but I'm gonna send him a picture, but I'm sure that's not something he's after. he was very particular about describing them, what he's actually looking for.
Yeah.
Boxes, always need to check the boxes, guys. Especially good idea to check them with the magnifying glass, as you never know what treasure is hiding there. Quite few tin boxes, and some of you might be surprised there are actually a guide on collecting tin boxes. Obviously old ones, but still. By the way, let me know in the comments below if you are a collector and what type of items you're collecting, and when you're going for a treasure hunt on a flea market or car boot sale, what you're looking for. Is it just a good deal or something particular for your own collection? Let me know, please. Because sometimes you just can't imagine the stuff you actually have some people are collecting. You think it's rubbish, and yeah. So guys, let me know. Mallorca. I believe somebody bring it over from the holiday, like a little notebook or something. Does look like an old coin, but I'm not a coin expert. If you are, let me know. Guys, let's checking out these albums over here. Most likely, yeah, that's the stamp album. Unlikely we're gonna find any rare ones over here, but actually it's a nice album. You have the picture of the stamps which you should collect, and exactly placement for them. Yeah, and these older ones just some kind of books. They're like £5 each. Atlas of the British Isles. Isles? How do you pronounce it? And here we have some California, National Geographic Journal, 100 best pictures. Yeah, looks like somebody was into photography over here.
On this table.
Well, you heard it, guys. Everything is £1 on this table. But I'm not sure there is anything for £1 for me over here. By the way, what is it? I think it's some kind of a broken candle holder. Most likely. Or some kind of bottle dispenser, what like you put inside the bottle, and yeah, I'm not sure about that one. Okay, this item does look nice. It's like a cup holder you can place, I believe, inside the glass. I just wish it would be silver. But can't see any marks on it. And let's have a look on this one. Yeah. Unfortunately, this shots with the dog on it is not silver. But tobacco pipe is nice. But don't really recommend buying them for smoking, only if you're collecting them. Like if you like to smoke tobacco pipe, just buy the new ones. They are like cheap options as well, and just enjoy. Don't buy the ones that somebody have smoked already. Buy them only if you do collect them, as there are some special editions ones with the silver rings on them and stuff like that, so yeah. Here we have some catalogs from Canterbury auctions, items that did sell. And now let's go have a look what we have here in the boxes and surroundings. Okay, another wall clock, but again not the one we're looking for. Oh my god, this machete is like huge. Definitely not a kitchen knife, huh? Okay, old spoons. Let's have a look if they are actually silver or no. There is some marks, but most likely just like silver plated, as doesn't show like 925 for sterling silver. Alligator. Yeah, animal figurines. On animal figurines there are few expensive ones. Okay, table lighter, £3. I have exactly the same one, but I did get it for 50 pence. But the blue one I don't have, but unfortunately blue one is broken. As you can see, you can't push the button, it's just stuck inside. Unfortunately. But I have a feeling, guys, we will pick up something on this flea market today. We just need to keep looking. These old scissors, I wonder if there are actually any scissors that are made from silver. What do you think, guys? This one is made by some company in Sheffield, England. Some kind of medal or coin. Gloucestershire Cathedral. I believe it's some kind of souvenir. Horse head, that's not for us. Pottery with the royal family. Her Majesty the Queen and King Charles with the wife. That's a huge candlestick holder. Does look impressive. And here we have some old models of cars. And a telescope. And this one here, I believe it's some kind of an ashtray. The only problem I have here, I am collecting ashtrays as well, but I'm collecting the ones for cigars. But this one is unfortunately for cigarettes, as doesn't have this cigar holder built into it. Just have a look on this camera, somebody made a clock from it. Does look nice if you put it in your house somewhere, yeah? Keys and locks we have over here. Oh, small boxes with some treasures. Let's have a look. Queen Mary, some kind of medal, I believe. And it looks like somebody was metal detecting and just dig it from the ground. Or pick it up from the water because of the condition of it. Over here we have some nice looking coin. As you can see, all of them, each one of them is like £1. So I don't think they are very rare ones or something. Like this one is 1965. And here we have our Prime Minister Churchill. Well, our ex Prime Minister, yeah. By the way, nice looking coin, but considering seller only wants £1 for it, I believe it's not something very valuable or collectible. And in this tray he have each coin for 20p. Here we have 1 penny. Unbelievable, look, it's like 1907, this one. And still only 20p. So not a rare coin as well then. These ones are £1 each. This one as well, £1 each. And over here he have a bit more expensive trays. They're like £8 each. More valuable ones, yeah. Wow, have a look on this one. Speaking of tobacco pipes, £35 for this. Wow, first time I see something like that. That's like a tobacco pipe with the gun. Nice. And this one is like with the lady's leg. Yeah, if you're collecting tobacco pipes, I definitely recommend getting these two. They're like just amazing. Never seen something like that before, to be honest. Yeah, first time on a flea market I found something like this. Usually, as the ones we've seen previously, they're like just standard tobacco pipes, but these ones, they look amazing. Wow. Here we have 2 rockets of Cuban cigars here. But what do I see there behind the glass?
Sir, how much is your lighter?
How much is
Lighter.
it's £5?
£5 he wants for this beautiful, in perfect condition Ronson lighter. Wow, it looks amazing. Condition is just marvelous. I have few of them in my collection, but none of them in such a good shape, to be honest.
Would you take 4?
Sorry?
Would you take 4?
Yeah, if you like.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he agreed on £4, guys. That's a bargain. Just have a look closer on it. Perfect condition. It's gonna look amazing on the shelf in my collection, guys. Wow. Definitely a good hunt today, huh? Let me know in the comments below, what do you think? It just looks amazing. Can't be more happier than that. But let's have a look if I can find anything else. I start to love this flea market. Here we have Kodak Disc 4000.
Sorry.
I did check on eBay. eBay is like full of them, so not worth reselling. And maybe silver spoons. Ah no, it says on the box that it's silver plated, so silver plated, not interested. Be looking for silver. That's one huge plate here. Some figurines as well. Okay, speaking of ashtrays. Yeah, there is one for the cigars, but not the one I'm looking for. Yeah, that's some camera, I believe. Oh, here we have few nice looking table lighters. Let's check them out. Okay, I see this one is broken over here, yeah? Missing the bolt. Okay, this one we're definitely skipping then. But what about this one? Yeah, this one is made from Onyx, I believe. Japanese lighter. Let's see if it sparks. Oh, it is. And it comes with an ashtray. Again, ashtrays for the cigarettes, but
Sorry, how much is the set?
This one's £5. Yeah, need a bit of fuel and away you go.
yeah, as it comes with the set, definitely picking it up. Yeah, I took it for 5 quid. He didn't take my offer. I offered him 3 quid, 4 quid, but I believe for a set £5 is quite a good price. And this one over here, I'm not sure. I never seen one of these before. I'm a bit conscious because it might be some Chinese replica of Ronson lighters, but probably gonna make some photos and do research at home. But it does look nice, but it's small and it's like, there is similar Ronson lighters, but they're a bit bigger and like proper metal, but this one is like plastic one.
What year is that, John?
97.
So yeah, I will have to do my homework, I believe.
How much is that one?
£5. Otherwise I'll take it back in the post office. England coin celebration.
It does have few more nice lighters like this one in the shoe, but I do already have few of them in my collection. That one was aluminium, I believe, and this one is wood.
They're not about now, are they?
Yeah, this one, definitely making a photo and doing a research. Because I tried to search on Google by picture and it's showing me the Ronson lighters, but it definitely not. Okay, let's have a look what this seller have more for us. Yeah, I can see he have few more pocket lighters, but the price he's asking is a bit an overprice, I would say. You can get them cheaper off eBay. They are in good condition, but as I say, same price. eBay, if something you can even return. Unfortunately, this one is broken. And this one, if I'm correct, is a Zenith photo camera, yeah? These cameras with film starting to be very popular. I believe everybody is just tired of digital stuff and want a bit feel of retro. Well, thank you so much for watching, legends. If you enjoyed the vibe, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more flea market adventures, and drop a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. And as always, I wish you all a happy treasure hunt.